Welcome back to Distracted, episode 2. We are your hosts. I'm Gugs. This is Jag.
How's it going? Episode 1 went off pretty solid. Thought we'd come back. Episode 2. So today was a Grammys.
Yeah.
66th Grammys. Hosted obviously in LA. Hosted by Trevor Noah. And there was some solid shit that went down. Some solid shit. I'll start it off. Jay-Z wins the second annual Dr. Dre Global Impact Awards. Pretty big thing. Dr. Dre obviously got the first one last year. And I think they're going to keep going with this legendary sort of style of like, you know, whoever is doing crazy shit or had a crazy career, you know, you've earned it. I'm very excited to see who gets the next one, though, because I personally can't think of who is off like deserving of it off the top of my head. I don't know if you think you.
Yeah, it seems like long term. I don't want to say legacy ass because I mean Jay-Z is still active. I mean, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone like DJ Khaled gets it, right? Like,
I fucking hope he doesn't, man. I really hope Khaled does not.
If you think about it, he's been in the game forever, though, right?
Yeah, you're right.
He's been a long time. He's a big figurehead, and they like that at the Grammys, right? They want the real popular, the guy that's real out there, people that they will recognize, right? Like whoever votes for the Grammys.
Yeah, I agree. But I agree, but I don't agree. I just really hope it's not fucking DJ Khaled.
I'm not saying that that's my vote, but
yeah,
I'm just
100% agreed. So it's crazy though because Jay-Z got the award. He got the award, but he used his time up on stage to take some shots. He took some shots at the Grammys. He actually ended up questioning the process behind the whole voting and how they decide who gets it. And he had a couple things to say, which I'll let you know what they are now. We want y'all to get it right, and obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't gotta clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because you know it's music and it's opinion based. Agreed. That's a whole nother world on its own. But he did say this other part, and I think this is where it gets really enticing. He also said, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. He didn't mention who he's referring to, but it's obviously it's Beyonce. I don't know, I feel like he pulled a Kanye from the VMAs.
Yeah, I mean it is similar. Excuse me. So I bet you next year we'll probably see Beyonce win Album of the Year. I feel like if he put it into the universe, he's gonna speak it into existence. But it does make sense. I mean, like to an extent at least. Like between the two of them, they have something like 88 Grammy nominations between two. Just
Holy
them
shit.
two.
And then you got artists here fighting for one.
Yeah,
you know
and they want to combine. Like I think Beyonce has 33, Jay won 24, I believe.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's just
that's some legacy shit. That is some legacy shit.
Yeah,
but
when it's all said and done, between the two of them, they're gonna be nominated for like 100 Grammys. 100 Grammys.
I don't know, man. That's fucking like
Yeah, and to think like so with that said, what he's saying is like Beyonce's never won Album of the Year, but she has all these Grammys.
But you know, if I look back and I really think about it, and actually I was talking to somebody about this a little while back, especially now, I don't feel like Beyonce has had like a crazy hit album. You know, like what's the last album you can really think of that was like, oh shit? You know, her old shit, yeah, she had fucking hits on top of hits. But lately, like I didn't even listen to some of her old shit or some of her recent shit. In your mouth like liquor. That's like, I don't know. I'm not the guy to talk to. Yeah. Like for Beyonce, you know. Exactly.
Like I listen to a Beyonce, but yeah, it's not. You know what I mean?
So another notable mention is best R&B song goes to SZA. Shit, like I've become a SZA fan pretty quick, pretty quick. And then she also won best progressive R&B album for SOS. So it has 2 Grammys right off the top. She keeps going the way she is. She's chasing after that Beyonce record.
Yeah. It's so dope to think like 10 years ago, SZA was like with TDE, like I mean still is, but I mean like signed to TDE with like Kendrick, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, these guys, and like SZA was like the first female R&B act, like signed to TDE, like this small little label, and like look at like Kendrick. We all know where Kendrick is, and then you see where SZA's come to. Like this is.
You were saying TDE's from Compton, like a Compton made label.
Yeah, because Kendrick's from Compton, right?
That's some next level shit.
Yeah, it was like J-Rock, Kendrick. Yeah, so Punch ran it. There was some like, I don't know, if you read up on it, it's some crazy stories like how the label came together. It's really dope.
I did read that Kendrick still has some shares in on it. Like he still owns a part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if he's still on that label.
Yeah, apparently he's now starting his own thing. Like PG Lang is his thing, right? So
yeah.
So then his next drop is gonna be like his own label.
Next, Taylor Swift. Fuck. We've had a couple drinks. We've had a couple of shots. It's okay. You gotta have fun while doing this shit. But Taylor Swift accepted her 13th Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal. And then she also announced a new album today. She said she's doing her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, on April 19th. I mean, I respect her career. This has no impact on me, but fucking Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift.
It's unavoidable, right? Like I'm just trying to watch football. All I see is Taylor Swift
everywhere. Like I cannot watch anything to do with NFL without it being something to do with Taylor Swift at this point. And fuck it,
But the thing is, like you can't blame Taylor Swift for it. It's like, what? Like I'm tuning into the NFL. Like why you keep showing Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Like what? It's like it's media, right? So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean you just gotta accept it. I mean, like you said, it is what it is.
I mean she's hella successful. Like what are you gonna say about her, right?
Well,
like
look at her fucking ticket prices.
Is she a billionaire yet?
I think they said this last tour, this Eras tour, made her a billionaire.
Yeah, well if not, she's damn near a billionaire. Like what do you you're just hating at this point.
Like I tried looking at fucking tickets. You know how ridiculous that shit was? Like, you have to win the lottery to be able to get a fucking ticket, and then that ticket's like $1,000 or some ridiculous shit.
I got a friend who said he got 4 tickets for about just under $1,000. He could flip all 4 right now for $10,000.
Man, I promised my daughter I would take her to Taylor Swift.
Oh, she's into it?
Before I saw the prices. I didn't know that this is the shit. Like when they announced it, I was like, oh, Taylor Swift coming, Ticketmaster, you're good. Click, buy some tickets, you know what I mean? And then I found out it's a lottery. Okay, fine. Then I'm like, anybody will get it. It's not a big deal. The lottery comes along and it's like sold the fuck out. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll buy some resale tickets. 10,000, 12,000, 7. I'm like, what the fuck? I'd rather buy her a Honda Civic at that point.
Yeah, it's wild, man. But that's the cost to see. And like, what's crazy is those prices. She will sell out the stadium for like
Easy.
3 nights in a row.
Easy.
Like she'll sell out MetLife in New York for like 3 nights in a row. Like
huge.
Even here in Vancouver, she sold out like
3 nights all sold.
Yeah, everywhere she goes.
Remember, so that's that. That's not even including the Prime, Amazon Prime special she has of the tour that everybody is watching. So you gotta, you can, I guarantee there's a shitload of people that are watching it on Prime and then still going to the fucking concert for like a Geno 1200 or whatever the fuck it is. Crazy. The Taylor Swift effect.
I didn't even think about that.
Money. That's how you become a billionaire, man. And then they also, so the Grammys, getting back to the Grammys, they also started a new category for Best African Music Performance. Tyla won for Water. Huge hit.
Yeah.
Massive hit.
It's like unavoidable at this point, right?
But I feel like, did they only do this because of the new wave of the whole Amapiano category, the new South African style of music? again, it takes you back to the way the Grammys do shit, and are they really being serious, or are they going for what's popular in the sense of like what's gonna get us the most likes and hits? And
Yeah, I think you kind of gotta remember, like, it is a business, right? Like they're doing things in a way, and again, like we already talked about it before, like who are the voters? Like, who's doing this?
Yeah,
we don't really know. It's not like there's a qualified list like you have to make. Like, we don't know anything, right?
Exactly. Well, it's like what Drake said. You know, of course, we all know where Drake stands with about the Grammys, and he's won a couple or one or whatever he's won, but he's not a huge fan. He doesn't really support him, and he actually made a post about the Grammys, and he said, and I quote, "All you incredible artists, remember, this show isn't the facts. It's just the opinions of a group of people whose name are kept a secret. Literally, you can Google it." With some laughing emojis. So he's really like anti-Grammys. But he did end it with saying, "Congrats to anybody winning anything for hip-hop, but this show doesn't dictate shit in our world." The guy's got a point.
I mean, in Drake's own words, I use my Grammy as a doorstop, right?
Well, he also did that thing when he first won his Grammy, and he drank, I think, champagne out of it.
Which is what Jay was doing tonight.
Yeah, Jay also won, and he used his Grammy to drink Douce out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean, it's a piece of metal.
Yeah. I mean, like, exactly that, right? Like, you gotta remember, like, okay, these guys are really, like, they're the artists. They make music for their own culture, for all this stuff, and it's like, who's voting on it? People outside of that.
Yeah.
So, like, it's literally someone else's opinion. If me and you and like 3-4 other, I don't know how many people, right, vote on like, oh, this is album of the year, that's really our opinion. That doesn't represent.
Exactly. Because me and you, or even our taste, like, I think Her Loss should have won, or some of the, even Metro, or Hit Boy. Like, the fuck, have you guys? I don't know if you guys know about Hit Boy, but Hit Boy is doing some legendary shit. Hit Boy's dad, I don't know, Big Hit. The guy was locked up for like 20-something years. Came out. Hit Boy made sure that I am not going to let my dad go back to jail, because I think he's a member of the Bloods, and this guy like is dropping fucking gems. Like, he's dropping some of the best shit he's ever made, and fuck, props to Hit Boy, man. He's making some legacy moves.
That goes to show, though, is like how important a producer is. Like, he could.
Shout out to all the producers.
Yeah, like, it's like he's directing, he's producing. He's like, it's like a whole artist's career. Like, he's molding Big 100%. Hit, like whatever. That's his vision, right? Like, that's crazy, Diffie. I can't really put it into words, but like it's nuts. It's like some dude that was just in prison for how many years comes out and was like, boom, making money,
made him relevant.
This, yeah,
fully relevant,
and he sounds good, like.
And he got nominated for a shit ton of Grammys.
Right, like how is that even? Like, that's pretty nuts in its own right.
And the thing is, it's crazy because Hit Boy, like, I've been a huge fan from day one.
Yeah.
But if you look back at everything he's touched, it's fucking gold.
Gold, yeah.
Paris.
Bro, he's so underrated. He doesn't get the recognition.
Oh, Nipsey. Like, he had a huge hand in some of those big Nipsey hits. Roddy Ricch, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's Hit Boy's, and he's so versatile. He goes from rap to Jennifer Lopez,
right? And he can rap himself too. He can really, like, he goes in.
Props to fucking Hit Boy, man. Like, it's
some of the biggest hits you think about are like Hit Boy is behind it, right?
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
No, Hit Boy's crazy. I fully respect him.
That was a distracted part. But realistically, you were saying, like, what's crazy is album of the year, right? Like, Her Loss, and we're talking about heroes and villains. Like, Metro's feuding with Drake over all this, and who wins?
Yeah. Fucking Killer Mike.
Yeah, neither
Killer
of them.
Mike fucking wins the best album of the year. Shout out to Killer Mike. Like, I'm not sitting here taking anything away from him, but the guy won 3 fucking Grammys. He won Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, both for Scientists and Engineers, and then he tied it all up with Best Rap Album for Free Mike. But here's the kicker. He got fucking arrested right after winning this shit.
Speaking of Free Mike.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And I think you said you read up on why he got arrested?
Yeah, so apparently it was something like a security guard was in the way, like he pushed the security guard out of the way. It didn't seem too serious, and
But
he
media
didn't
will
seem
run
too
with
bothered when he was cuffed too. Like he didn't seem too bothered about being,
He's got a
cuffed up.
budget for the lawyer, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he's on his shit. And,
Yeah, it was apparently it was just a misdemeanor, but I mean, we'll see.
See where that goes. I mean, I don't think it's big enough to make major headlines.
Right.
So that ties it up for the Grammys. There's going to be a bunch more, but I feel like these were the things that were most relevant to us. And overall, I don't really watch the Grammys die hard. Like, I'm not one of those guys that starts, like, I'm going to watch it from till the end. But hey, there's some wins, there's some losses. It is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like going back to what Drake said. It's like, how much do you really invest in this? Because at the end of the day, it's like we already discussed, it's like it's just a group of people voting on who they believe is the best or should win this or win that. So I mean, like, when I'm invested in hip hop, when I'm invested in whatever, and these guys are telling me, like, Jay-Z's telling me this ain't shit, but Drake's telling me this ain't shit, like, how invested am I gonna be?
Exactly. I'm pretty invested actually into the whole Universal Music Group thing, the UMG and TikTok.
Yes.
That shit's pretty fucking crazy. So, for those of you who don't know, the expiration of licensing between the two companies came to an end, and they couldn't come up with renewal terms. So, at the end of the day, UMG pulled all of their music off of TikTok. And TikTok's fucking huge. Like, it's huge. And me and Gugs were actually having some words about this earlier that, it's... Okay, fine. UMG took all their music off, but UMG is fucking huge. And, like, when you really start breaking down how many artists are actually tied into UMG, that's massive. Like, yeah. Like, I'm talking Drake, fucking Dr. Dre, Taylor Swift, like
SZA, Kendrick, like
everybody.
we already talked about. Yeah,
they literally are universal. Like, if you look at it, like, yes, of course, there's all these little labels.
And it's not just American.
Exactly, and they all tie back into Universal. Like Universal India, for example. Like, we're talking like a worldwide reach.
Yeah,
and I don't know, who do you think's taking the L on that? You think it's TikTok or you think it's UMG?
I don't know, that's tough. It's like, it depends which way you look at it, because at the end of the day, like, you look at, like, these artists, when you say, like, okay, is Dre taking an L? Probably not. Like, he's big enough. Is Taylor Swift taking an L? Probably not. She's big enough. But when you look at, like, Money Long, her shit's going crazy right now, right? Made for Me is, like, so big on TikTok. I love watching that.
So you were telling me, and I couldn't think of what song he was talking about until he told me the chorus, and we listened to it. I'm like,
right.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's the power of TikTok.
Right? So then it comes back down to, and now is this a big impact for, like, so for guys like me who produce, drop a couple tracks, whatever, or a lot of other artists that make some tracks, drop them, whatever, it's great. We just gained a whole new space for our music to be out there. But, guys like Drake and Dr. Dre, it's not going to do shit to them. They're fine. Taylor Swift, she has a diehard, they're not reliant on TikTok. But now, if it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't be listening to Money Long's song. I would have never known about her. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's going to be a crazy fucking impact, I personally think, to these artists that are just sort of, right here, but they're trying to get here.
Right.
And they were using TikTok to get here because, think about it, viral fucking dances and all that shit that goes down. It's a new generation.
But that now opens doors for the independent. So I feel like this kind of goes into the talk between, like, major label and independent, because if you're on Universal, well, now you just got fucked because, okay, my song was going crazy, or it could have gone crazy, but it got pulled.
Yeah.
But independent people that have, like, no one to answer to, is now it's like, oh, now all those millions of views, all these, like, that, now that could be your song. Now your song could be going viral.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not mad at it.
Right.
Some of my favorite artists are UMG, but I ain't mad. Fuck it, I'll take it. I have a couple of songs, like 3 songs on TikTok. Fuck it, take them. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Santo's a producer. Shameless plugs. I'm all about the shameless plug. But fuck, yeah, you know, it's good. I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna last. I think eventually they'll all come back. They'll go. This is about money, and they'll always come back and figure their shit out.
So it's about money.
So, yeah, literally. So that was on that. And then I feel like there's a lot of shit going on social media right now that is just like, it's not worth really going too deep into, but it's maybe worth just sort of touching on. So there's a few things that me and Gugs were talking about, and we thought it'd be cool to talk on about today, on today's episode. So episode 1, clearly we love Tory Lanez, we're big fans. But Whack 100 is actually claiming that he has. It's funny the way he said it. He's like, there's a Asian girl who follows Tory and Megan and has footage proving that Tory's innocent. I don't know why you had to say the whole Asian girl part, but fucking apparently there's an Asian girl.
Like it matters.
Exactly. Asian, black, brown, you know, like Hispanic, whatever. But there's supposedly video evidence proving that Tory's innocent and that his lawyers are working on it.
That's crazy, man. Free Tory.
Free Tory. The thing of that is, though, if Tory's out, like, 10 years is a long fucking time to not make music. And when he comes back, he's going to be, like, in his 40s.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to be able to fucking become relevant again. Like,
bro, but if what Whack is saying has any, like,
weight behind it.
Yeah. Like, bro, when Tory comes out, he's gonna be the
biggest, swinging home run.
Biggest thing.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa, man. This guy's
like,
gonna be bigger than hits after hits.
Ever.
Mark McGuire shit.
He's got mad talent. We already know, like, man.
He's versatile as fuck.
My love for Tory's music is like his R&B is like up there. I love how, like, when he does Chicks tapes, like he'll bring it back. Or we were talking about last time, Alone at Prom.
Yeah.
Like he can do any style. He can rap. He can really rap. His
throw it
freestyles, like, he goes in. He do diss tracks, like
everything.
You name it.
Like, I've seen him working on YouTube lives, and it's fucking amazing. Like, the skill set.
When you talk about, like, representing hip hop, and, like, people are like, oh, I don't like the direction it's going, or this and that. Like, I feel like he's the perfect representative.
Oh, 100%.
Like, he like I named, he does every avenue. He pays homage to old shit. Like, he still represents the new school. Like, he's
all over it.
Yeah. So I mean,
I think I'm a diehard fan.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I've been listening since like 2013. Like, I remember when you dropped Conflicts on My Soul, that mixtape, like, that was so dope. And then I was like, who is this guy? Like, I don't even know how I ever came across him, but it was so dope.
Yeah, I agree. Tory's one of a kind. I don't know. So there's also, you know, Drake's on tour right now with J. Cole. Looks pretty sick. But have you seen him wearing that dinosaur spine? Shit looks fucking weird.
It kind of reminds me of, like, Super Mario, the dry bones when you jump on him and he falls apart.
It's yeah. I mean, like, you know, it's cool for art. Like, I thought it'd be like more of a photo shoot type thing that he's doing, but this guy's walking around at his tour with J. Cole, and he's literally just running around with this thing. And it's fucking wagging the tail back and forth as he runs. Like, it's just not a good look.
One thing I learned, though, never judge Drake, because he's too smart. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
I can't hate on that.
He knows how to get views. He knows, like he always knows. That one time he went to a Raptors game. He wore women's Jordans, and he was sitting courtside because he just knew the internet would go nuts.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fucking this guy, man.
Like, he's trolling the trolls.
Yeah. Fuck, this guy just so... oh, my God, man. But... whatever, I'll give it to him. Art is art, and the guy that made that is like a Japanese artist based out of Tokyo. So whatever, you know, I support it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Talking actually back to the whole TikTok thing, all these social media companies are in the fucking media right now for like this big case. And it's pretty fucking messy. Like Zuckerberg and all these guys, like it's getting pretty crazy. I don't know, maybe we'll talk about it in another episode, but it's just remember that I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like, a lot of these guys are getting grilled for shit like suicide, children's suicide, all this crazy shit. So fuck, I don't know. But another thing that actually Grugs brought to my attention was Apple Vision. That shit's fucking crazy, man.
That's just so wild. Like
that video, like just of like the guys watching the NBA games and his fantasy and like he's betting and like it's. I didn't think it'd be like that.
Yeah, it's so crazy because like. So like when I watch football on Sundays, like I got like 8 screens in front of me. Like I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the cost of like and the hassle of trying to get all these cable inputs, whatever, like all these TVs. You just put on one set of goggles, and the thing is a computer in itself. Anyways,
they're claiming it's like a mini computer.
Yeah, bro. Like people are talking about like, oh, it was like 3,500 American, I think, something like that. But yeah, but like how much do you spend on your phone?
Not 35 fucking hundred US.
2 G's?
Yeah, but not 35 fucking hundred US.
Yeah, but if it's a computer that does all this, you put it on and now all of a sudden I got 8 TVs in front of me every time I wear it.
Okay.
And I could use Twitter, X, whatever. I could like do it's like everything is literally in front of you. That's
But let me ask you
wild.
this now. Are you say we're all watching the game. Say we all want to watch the game. We're going to chill out.
Oh, fuck you. It's only for me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do we do? You sit there watching your 8 games, and we all just sit there watching one game on the TV?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You know, like, it's like, where do you draw the line? It's cool, but I feel like it's going to take us to that whole antisocial environment again, where everybody just sort of do, like, you remember the VR? Everybody's fucking sitting there rocking these little VRs and shit. It's cool as fuck, though. I will say that. Sidhu Moosewala, he dropped a new song with AR Paisley.
AR Paisley.
Pretty solid. But it's fucking crazy, man. The man dies, and he's garnered over 10 million views in like 19 hours on YouTube alone. Not even like Spotify, Apple, all that shit. Literally just YouTube. The reach he has is insane. Even after death, like life after death is fucking insane for this guy.
Yeah. I didn't listen to it right when it dropped, but I just clicked the link when someone sent it, and like within 45 minutes, it already had like 500,000-600,000 views.
Yeah, that's fucking insane to me. Like that kind of reach. There's rappers that have been in mainstream forever.
Yeah.
There's Drake videos. There's fucking Kendrick videos. There's shit on YouTube that's been out for years that doesn't have that kind of attention. That's just 10 million in 19 hours. Like I can't even imagine what it'll be in a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
His reach is still there. It's
still there, and it'll probably keep growing because I feel like he was at that point where he was still young enough that the younger generation fucks with him, and he paved a whole new way for everybody.
Yeah, like he really changed like Punjabi music the way it was. I don't know, like you can't really like tell the story of like music in the last 5-10 years without mentioning his name, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, it's crazy. And then like even like Drake supports him, other guys support him. Burna Boy was a heavy supporter. Yeah. You know, Steph London and all these guys. So shit, he's doing he did something right. And last but not least, we're right there. Super Bowl 1 week away. What are your predictions?
I don't know. At this point, I feel like no one, like everyone's been shitting on the Chiefs all year.
Heavy.
Say what you want about Taylor Swift in the script, but I mean, I don't know. The Chiefs just find a way. They get it done. It's like they play for Super Bowls. Which is crazy because they're not even favored. But yeah, I don't know. If you're asking me, like it's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes. Might be. It feels like when people used to bet against Brady every year, but all he did was just go to Super Bowls, win Super Bowls, and now that's Mahomes.
Okay, fine. So who do you want to win?
I can't say I'm a fan of either team.
Yeah.
However,
if you had to go with one,
whatever, let's make history. I want to see the Chiefs win.
So this man knows a lot about football, so he's coming back with that prediction strategically. I don't know that much, but I'll support the Chiefs because I had Mahomes the year I won my fantasy league.
Fantasy, yeah.
And fuck it, I'll run with Mahomes. But that ties it up. Not as long as our first one, but I guarantee you we got some crazy shit down the pipeline. Like in-depth talks of just straight up music, straight up like Cash Money. Even, we talked about Metro Boomin wants to make some make some hits with 90s and 2000. I think he was saying 99 and
yeah, 90s and 2000s. He wants to do an album with like 90s 2000s artists and tie it together with new artists, and that's like right up our alley.
That's what I mean.
So we don't want to just touch on it and do like a minute. We want to like
that one's gonna be in depth. I feel that one will really just that'll come hit.
That's like right up our alley, like I said. So that's perfect.
So that wraps up episode 2 of Distracted. We did get distracted a few times, but that's just the name of the game. Tune in next week or whenever we drop the next one, which will be very soon. And subscribe, like, comment, share, all that shit. You know what I mean? But we hope to see you next time.
That's a wrap.
All right, done.